The toll on American families in this country, workers on the front lines risking their lives, from the hospitals, of course, to the supermarkets, to the mailmen and women. And with at least 10 million Americans out of work applying for unemployment, the long lines tonight for food. As we reported last night here, the new numbers also show the terrible toll on African Americans. Minorities are being hit especially hard. Here's ABC's Steve Osunsami tonight.
Outside this Miami area unemployment office is more proof tonight that COVID-19 is ruining families. More than 10 million Americans are out of work, and that number will rise. There was very little social distancing here Tuesday. They were more worried about how they're going to feed their children.
We had a glut of people show up way too early. We've given out hundreds and hundreds of applications, but now we're printing up hundreds and hundreds more.
It's no wonder that 80% of Americans feel things will only get worse. At this food pantry in Fort Lauderdale, the lines were even longer.
Right now, I haven't worked in 2 weeks. Both jobs had to put on hiatus.
We saw lines just as long as people waited for food near Pittsburgh on Monday. It is with heavy heart tonight that the family of Cheryl Catron shares that COVID-19 robbed them of their sister on Friday night. She worked at a police station in suburban Atlanta. In Detroit, hearts are breaking for the family of Vincent Barber. He and his wife Latresa were just married in October. She thinks he got sick after a haircut.
I'm watching people who are not taking this seriously. They're partying, they're visiting everybody, and I lost the love of my life because he wanted to go get a haircut.
Authorities across the country are now underlining that Black and brown Americans have more to fear from both the virus and the shutdown meant to fight it. And tonight, new numbers. Experts share that only 1 in 5 Latino workers can safely work from home. And the CDC tonight is saying that while Black Americans make up 18% of the U.S. population, they were 33% of all coronavirus hospitalizations in the month of March.
We've known literally forever that diseases like diabetes, hypertension, obesity, and asthma are disproportionately afflicting the minority populations, particularly the African Americans.
At those food pantries across the country, the lines are filled with hope and thanks.
This is very good, awesome, good.
Each box, a small bit of rescue.
And Steve Osunsami with us tonight from CDC headquarters in Atlanta. And Steve, you hear from so many of those families how grateful they are for this food. And we really need to support our food banks during all of this. But of course, we have to remind our audience that those families, many of them, still wait for those all-important stimulus checks.
Those checks can't come fast enough, David. And the Treasury is saying that Americans waiting for a stimulus check by direct deposit will see those checks hit their bank accounts starting next week. But if you're waiting for a check in the mail, it could take at least a month or so. David?
All right, Steve, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.